Hello and welcome to a review of the new 4K Ultra HD action camera, the Wi-Fi waterproofing, you know what it's like, very similar to that very modern one that's out there. But yeah, what have we got here? So this is one of the Chinese versions off the Tinterweb. Okay, I got this sent through off eBay. It cost me with delivery 38 quid. I've had to buy an SD card on top. I bought myself a different mount for my, even though it came with one, I bought myself a secondary mount, the actual GoPro chin mount as well, in case that was better quality. I bought myself a external microphone for it through one of the GoPro ones. But as you know, on this sj400, so here it is. Let me see if I can get some light on it. I've got some terrible lighting in my room, some issues, but there we go. So that's the actual thing. It does come with sort of waterproof case and all that sort of thing. I'm not purely going into about doing reviews and it all clicks together well and doing this, that, and the other. And ooh, it says it does this and it says it does that. This is purely about just being a budget camera. Now, I'm actually starting up. I'm starting up streaming. Well, vlogging. This is what I got this for. I don't know whether it's something I'm going to do or like. I've got motorcycles, I've got a van, and I go out and about and do stuff, and I go and see my mate drag racing and things like that. So if you're interested in knowing a little bit more about this camera, really you need to go and have a look at one of these other videos where people are going to go more in depth about it. I did my research on it, but I bought the thing first and then researched it because I thought, hey, for 38 quid, YOLO, we'll have it. So yeah, if you've not used this sort of stuff before, it was very simple. I got it straight out the box. That's what I must say about it. I got it straight out the box. As you can see, it's very much like a GoPro, but it's a 4K version, Ultra HD. So what I've actually done is I took it over where my crash helmet were. So I'll just get the crash helmet now. Now, this will be mounted on my skid lid when it's all done, when I'm out vlogging. But as you can see, I don't know if you can see, I've got really bad reflective light, but there, that bit there at the front, there, that bit is perfect for this bracket. You know, it's got a nice curve on it, and it'll just go boom like that, right on the front. So it'll be forward facing and looking forwards from a chin point of view. Now, if that bracket that came with it, because it comes with a lot of accessories as well, all your tripod mounts and other stuff like that, so you can mount it in your car as a dashboard camera. It has that mode so you can turn it on and off and have it as a dashboard camera when you get in and out. But because I said it looks like that competitor's one, you don't really want to leave it in because somebody will try and break in and steal it and then realise they've got, you know, they've wrecked your window and got a 38 quid camera system. So, but with that helmet, you can see it had a smooth part at the bottom before I got my vent, so it enables me to make good contact with my patch on there. I'm also going to jabber weld it on as well, because I normally, when I'm riding my big bikes and stuff like that, I generally wear an open face helmet, but for vlogging you're going to need to hear me, so I'll sacrifice the helmet and fucking glue the cunt on, and then it won't go anywhere. So, what can I tell you about this camera that I've used so far? Very simple to use. I got it straight out the box, I put my memory card in, turned it on, and off I went. I've had a look around my mate's garage with it, checked different lighting conditions out. I've checked what it sounds like in the box. You can actually hear me and my radio in my van with it, with the waterproof box on. But as soon as I took the cover off, I became a lot more audible. Now, on other previous videos about these cameras, you'll see that there's a lot of people saying, oh yeah, they've got crap audio and, you know, it's not the best. But this, they've made a bit of improvements on it compared to seeing some of the other people's videos where they didn't actually get that good of an audio. So I mean, for the money what it's cost me, I'm going for it, you know what I mean? So I ordered my bits. I've got my soldering iron on the way and stuff. But if I show you this, so that, like I said, there's my microphone I've got. So there's no, although these units, these cameras do have a micro SD on the side, because it's an onboard microphone, it's only an 8-pin connector instead of like the GoPro's got 10 pins, so you can actually use a USB converter to a 3.5 jack, and then away you go, or a micro USB mic. But because of that, you can't. And with it being on the front of my helmet as well, you'll not hear me. You might hear me talk through it, but you'll obviously hear the wind noise and you'll hear everything else at the back of the engine because I've got loud bikes. So I am going for the conversion. Now if you're thinking about getting one of these cameras, it's well worth either finding yourself somebody who's an electrician, like repair shop sort of thing, to do it if you're not that confident in doing it. I just thought for the money, and I've watched several videos on how to do it. I'm just going to crack on. I'm just waiting now for my actual my soldering iron kit to come, and also I bought myself a heat glue gun as well, even though this has got a little screw on it. I don't know if you can see it there, but that is my jack, what I'm going to do. So all you need to do is, I mean, I will put a link in the description of other people's videos, but generally what you need to do is you need to desolder the microphone off the board of this sj400 4K camera, and I need to put a hole in the side where that jack will be in it. Okay, so then that'll just be hardwired to the place on my board where I took the microphone from. So there's that done. And then what I need to do as well to the side of my case where it'll be coming out is I need to drill a hole, so my actual, just big enough for the connectors to go through, so this 3.5 jack there is enough to go in and click in, and then that's it. Because I'm only using it for motorcycle vlogging and stuff like that, I ain't going to go into under the sea or anything like that and go anywhere near that sort of level, as long as it just repels the water when I'm riding on my bike. So all in all, so for me to get this camera from start to finish with the equipment I needed for this camera as well, so I got the camera, I got a couple of these different microphone jacks to see which one was better. Like I said, I got the microphone, I've got the separate GoPro chin mount as well in case that was better quality. I got the camera with all the accessories. Now there's a lot of accessories with it, you'll just see the accessory part, but you know, there's loads of stuff on it. It all comes with nice stuff, so you can, you know, you could stick it on the side of your helmet, you could put it on your handlebars, on your dash, get a suction one and put it on your window. So there's lots of different options with these clips, and you can get it, you know, I could even get it off my chin with a couple of different mounts so it would come back and look at my face. So, you know, maybe doing that on an open face one and watching me go as I go through the corners, all magic-y. So I'm not actually filming on it at the moment. This is my shitey webcam, what I use for gaming and stuff like that. But I will actually, I've done a video, a test video. It's not the best one. I mean, you can take the piss out of it all you want. It's they're only going to get better, but it's just a bit of a review on this camera. Now for the money, like I said, I think I'm totaling about, I think I'm about 60 quid in it now, I think, totaling with buying the solder gun and all the other little bits and bobs and the accessories. So it's cost me 60 quid. And then I have to do the modification myself, or you could take it to a shop and maybe get them to charge, you know, 15 quid or whatever to take it a bit. It looks quite simple. One of the trickiest bits is just picking the little thin screens off and stuff like that. But everything else, watch the video a couple of times, just ping, unclips, moves out, get it out, put an hole in, Bob's your uncle. And there is space for one of these jacks in there. So as the budget camera goes, it's very good. So if you're thinking about having a crack at vlogging, or you're thinking about, you know, even using it, you could set it up in your house as well, because it's got a motion detection sensor on it. So if you plug it in constantly to a power source, or like your PC or whatever, so when something moves past it, it'll actually turn on and then start recording. Now, like I said, it won't do night vision, but it can catch stuff through the day and things like that, or if you're trying to catch wildlife or that sort of thing, you know what I mean? So it'll just turn back off. If nothing keeps moving, it turns back off, which is a nice feature. Same as if you're going to use it as a dash cam. You get in, you turn the ignition, and it'll come to life, start recording. You get out, take your keys out, that's it. It shuts itself down, and it knows off that mode that it's in to do that. So it is very feasible. It does do a good job, as you'll see. I was actually holding the steering wheel and holding the camera like that, so different places I had it closer to me, and then I had it on top of my steering wheel. And obviously I'm doing this and I'm chatting and I'm driving, but it is going to sort of simulate me moving around on the bike, you know what I mean, and give you a bit of an idea of what the quality of it's like as I'm actually moving it. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm literally going to edit stuff up now. I mean, this is it, YOLO. I'm using a different software to record myself on a webcam. I'm now going to make my video up using Movie Maker of all things, but you've got to start somewhere, and hopefully as you watch and enjoy my channel and watch it progress, you're going to see it get better and better. And yeah, alright, so without further ado, I'll see you soon guys, and enjoy the show.